executive presence is empowering you as leaders through your appearance, behavior, communication, and digital presence. It is already coming from an inside intention of your clarity zone.
Let us all welcome the President of Regions Image Consultancy and Training, Ms. TONI Miranda.
The moment you speak to another person, you already gain a platform to lead them positively or negatively. We need to project credibility and influence and demonstrate business etiquette. Executive presence is never about performance. It's all about preparedness. It is a signal. It is a messaging. You're sending out that message that when you enter, are ready for that X factor of how you look, the X factor of how you behave, the X factor of how you move, no? Yung mga non-verbal cues mo, that will make another person find confidence in your leadership. Executive presence is empowering you as leaders through your appearance, behavior, communication, and digital presence. It is already coming from an inside intention of your clarity zone. Executive presence only happens when you have self-mastery. When you don't have self-mastery, expect that executive presence will not happen. First stage or level of self-mastery, it is self-awareness. You will now look at yourself as the walking, talking representation of your clarity zone. Remembering who you are, remembering your core values. Self-awareness has two sources, and it is the very foundation of self-mastery. First source is self-assessment. The second source is feedback from others. This executive presence only exists when there is self-mastery. After non-self-awareness, you're beginning to now be hungry to learn because you are aware that you need to learn. So after the self-awareness, next level, self-development. And the next level is self-leadership. The self-leadership will only happen when you apply the learnings. Then you realize, kaya ko pala. Then out of the application, you gain another thing. And what is that? Wisdom. The real power is not in knowledge, it is in action. And then because of self-leadership, you achieve the top when you model self-mastery. The best way to really appreciate looking good is to feel good. And to feel good is to understand and not drop your past.
What I love about Ms. Toni's training is how informative it was, from clearly defining the qualities of a good leader to highlighting proper grooming, posture, and the influence of verbal and non-verbal communication. Also, I'd like to thank her for inspiring us and reminding us of our value, our purpose, and the unique strengths that empower us to become the leaders we are meant to be. Kudos to you, Ma'am Toni.
Yung mga sinishare niyo sa amin when it comes to personal branding as well as in executive leadership are primarily based on her personal experience as well as practical strategies. So yung delivery ng training is maganda, yung mga practical strategies na mga binibigay. And Ms. Toni itself, yung presence niya, it emanates confidence to the people, to the participants. So yung presence niya pa lang, it already radiates what the training is about.
How real and relatable she was. She spoke with so much heart and clarity, and it made me reflect on how I show up as a leader in DBP. Super inspiring. Thank you po.
She clearly explained the importance of nonverbal cues, how to improve it, and to better understand its concept, to improve communication, and help me well as a customer service associate. So I think magagamit talaga siya, especially sa work and industry. And I hope lahat ng tinuro ni Ma'am Toni is ma-share ko din to my colleagues and to my family as well. Thank you, Ma'am Toni.
It's not only about being so interactive, but really creates an impact in me that I know will help me in the long run, especially in my work. What I am really impressed is that the lecture or the sessions are not just only according to principles, theories, or facts, but her actual experiences that made it really true and authentic. I really learned a lot. Thank you very much, Ma'am Toni, and you are the best.
It's really heartfelt. Thank you so much, Ms. Toni, for sharing your life and your expertise. A resource speaker with the heart. Excellent job. God bless.
I love how engaging, empowering, and transformative it was. Every part of the session, from the discussions to the practical tips, reminded me that leadership presence is really not about perfection. It's about being intentional, authentic, and consistent. I learned that the way we dress, the way we speak, the way we carry ourselves can truly influence how we build trust and inspire others. It was truly a refreshing experience that I'm excited to put into practice. I wish for more trainings like this. So, Ms. Toni, thank you for sharing yourself, your life, and your expertise to us. Thank you.